You're watching St. Louis's Newsroom. This is coverage you can count on.
Every week, thousands of us play the lottery, hoping to become instant millionaires. But in one part of Missouri, the odds of getting rich may be improving, and winners won't even need to buy a ticket. Fox 2's Paul Shankman is here to explain. Paul?
Well, Tom, think of it as Missouri's version of the gold rush, only in this case, the gold is uranium. And some farmers in one of the poorest parts of the state could become overnight millionaires. A geologist from Colorado has been testing soil and well water in the Missouri boot heel, looking for telltale signs that these farm fields sit on vast deposits of uranium. And with more and more nuclear power plants coming online, the price of uranium is skyrocketing, so farmers are already beginning to dream big.
If the uranium hits good, well, I may think about taking a trip.
Where would you go?
I always wanted to go to Argentina.
But before he buys that plane ticket, a lot of questions need to be answered, including whether digging wells to bring uranium to the surface is safe. We will ask that question and find out how much money the discovery of uranium could really mean for the folks in southeast Missouri. That's tonight in the Fox Files on Fox 2 News at 9. For now, reporting live, I'm Paul Shankman.
It can be turned into bombs. It can be turned into power. And in southern Missouri, it could turn farmers into millionaires.
We're talking about uranium. And with the growth of nuclear power in China, India, and Russia, demand is skyrocketing. In the Fox Files, Paul Shankman shows us where a Missouri version of the gold rush could soon hit pay dirt.
If the uranium hits good, well, I may think about taking a trip.
Where would you go?
I always wanted to go to Argentina.
The last thing anyone in Mississippi County, Missouri thought they'd find under their feet is free money. But if there really is uranium underfoot, these will become fields of dreams.
They said that revenue could be $1 million a year, yes, So, I could live with that.
Mississippi County is among the poorest parts of the state, with 1 out of every 4 residents living below the poverty level. When the most successful business in the county seat is a fireworks stand, you know times are tough.
Walmart moved into town, and a lot of our downtown dried up.
And then Walmart moved.
And then Walmart moved.
And then came the recession. But then came John Gustavson.
Will there be a rush? Absolutely.
Gustavson is a well-credentialed geologist based in Boulder, Colorado, and he believes this down-at-heel part of Missouri's boot heel may be loaded with large deposits of uranium.
To me right now, it's down there. I just don't know quite yet where.
For the past 2 years, Gustavson's team has been testing soil and well water near Charleston, Missouri, looking for the sorts of things scientists would expect to find if uranium is nearby. The federal government did the same thing in the 1970s and found telltale signs of uranium. Now Gustavson's team is finding them again.
I could see that it would probably help the community if we all kind of gave them a chance.
Initially, many landowners were skeptical, but not McIvan Jones. Figuring there was nothing to lose, he became the first landowner to sign up for water testing.
My luck would be probably just across my line to my neighbor will have that, so which would be good.
In a county where the median income is just $23,000, the prospect of turning small farmers into instant millionaires is more than tempting. But is pulling uranium out from under these fields safe?
This is about the most environmentally friendly type of mining. We don't even call it mining. We call it recovery.
And here's how it works. First, they dig a well and pump in a mixture of water, bicarbonate of soda, and oxygen, dissolving the sandstone layer where the uranium is trapped. Then the loosened bits of uranium are pumped back out and trucked 50 miles east to this existing uranium enrichment plant in Paducah, Kentucky, where it will be upgraded for use in nuclear power plants.
Anytime you talk about uranium, some fears begin to crop up.
And that is especially true in Mississippi County, because the Paducah enrichment plant has been in the news for years after questions have been raised about whether employees had elevated rates of cancer.
Missouri has very good, very tight regulations with regard to safety.
Gustavson insists there would be no risk for people living near any of his recovery wells because unprocessed uranium is barely radioactive and will be brought to the surface in very small amounts.
Does it sound too good to be true?
Well, when I hear about some of the dollar figures being thrown around about how the landowners will prosper, it almost does sound like one of those too good to be true scenarios.
Be nice if it was, though.
Oh yes, oh yes.
I'm hoping that we won't have a gold rush type thing, but maybe something that's good and productive for the area.
Could use a little help.
That's right. We sure could.
But if Gustavson finds what he's looking for, it very well could lead to widespread uranium exploration. And that could turn this impoverished part of the state into a real boomland. For the Fox Files, I'm Paul Shankman.
Normally, these types of uranium wells stop producing after 2 years. At recent prices, that would mean the landowner's cut would be almost $4 million per well, although the price of uranium has been climbing rapidly. Kind of mind-boggling to think about for those
I think
folks.
that would help out that
It
area,
would help,
don't you think?
yeah.